But if you close your eyes,
hello us people, welcome back to Airport CEO. We're almost at the end of season number 3 and season number 4 is on the doorstep because there's going to be a major update very soon, hopefully, to the game, and we're going to start a new season right beside that, so we can actually have a nice little new start with all the new features that they're going to add. I talked last video about the features that probably will be in it, so things like multi-level terminals, new ways of placing runways and connecting to runways mostly, and some other stuff that if you want to know, you should just go to the Steam community and look at the devs blog, or just go to the Airport CEO website, which is always down in the description of every video. And also if you want to buy the game, then this is the moment, because they're going to bring out a major update again, so they're actually doing quite a good work on this title, I would say. And I still love the game. I've played a lot of it, still love it, and you can see it because it's still on the channel, and you guys seem to love it as well. So last episode, what we did, we worked on this area, the second terminal, to actually make it so that this was operational, because I don't know when the update is going to come out, so it's a bit of a gamble on when this season is going to end. So we're going to take this episode per episode. So basically every episode we're going to have a small goal of achieving something. Last episode it was making sure that this was operational, and we achieved that. And this episode I'm going to work on the cargo bay system. Now, on the other side we had this little cargo bay. What we didn't have was any scanners. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to make a cargo bay over here, and we're going to do the scanning system straight off the bat. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a terminal foundation. I'm going to make it quite big because I don't know how big I actually want it to be. So we're going to build like this. Oh yeah, I have the simulate construction turned off because basically it's just too laggy right now to deal with it, and I don't want to have that. I think we need to... That's not what I wanted. That was not the deleting tool I wanted to have, so I wanted to have the wall deletion tool, so just the normal deletion tool. Yeah, this one. So basically we can do this probably. Yeah, so we're going to put in a cargo bay over here, and we're going to try and do this as good as possible. But again, I'm not very good with these types of builds. So we're going to have the cargo bay over here. Now, we have to have a connection from these check-in desks to over here. So the simplest thing is probably to bring them in over here, and then have a scanning system working over here, and then bring them in over here. Now we also have to have a place where they can actually get their bags and leave the airport. We could probably make this into that. This would probably be a good area. This was supposed to be the scanning room in the planning. Not sure how I feel about that. I don't think we should do that. So we're gonna not do that over here. This is gonna be the baggage claim area, basically, of this side of the airport. So we need to have a way of bringing in all the bags over here, getting them through the scanning system and bringing them out, and then have another way of getting these out to over here. Well, that shouldn't be that hard. The only thing is, we only have 2 stands to work with right now, so this is going to be sufficient as a baggage claiming area. We will have made, if we would have made more stands in the future, then we definitely were in need of something more here, because this is not going to be enough. But we're going to start with with sort of the outgoing baggage, because that's the easier part. Now we want to have conveyor belts, basically. Let's go for the fastest ones, because basically that's the easiest. So this is the inside. So this goes in, which this is the incoming baggage that has to go to the airplanes, and this is the baggage that comes out of the airplanes. I wish that was the other way around, because basically what we have to do is we now have to turn this around to go over here, otherwise it will mix with the other stuff that you don't want. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to bring it overground over here, and here it will go underground. And we're going to make it a speedy belt, and we're going to go like this, and on the outside we're going to go around, and then we're going to use the walls as a sort of a guidance here, and we're going to bring it all up to here, I mean, this might not be the most efficient way, but I want to make sure that this definitely does not mix in with any of the other stuff. So we're going to bring it in here, and here's going to be where the baggage carousel is going to be. So we're going to go up to the overground, and we're going to make it a normal speed, because we don't want people to run after their bags, of course. So that's that, and we're going to make it like this, and we're going to make it like... By the way, this is all still a staff area right now, so we have to change that up too. And this. So this should, in potential, work fine. Looks decent. We're going to change the flooring though, because this was a staff area, but now it isn't anymore. So we're just going to make it like this is a room for people to get their stuff. So it's just going to be the entire purplish color. Now, what do we want? In the middle, we have to have something that's sort of... Okay, we have the staff zone. First of all, let me take this off, and let's make sure that everybody can enter. But we're going to put the staff zone over here, and I'm going to put staff zone over here, because I don't want them to stand on this little thingy. This is basically just denying the passengers of standing on or inside the actual cargo, what you would call it, cargo carousel, the baggage carousel. That's not very realistic, so I don't want that. Of course, we're gonna make it a little bit prettier too. So let's go for... that might not be the one. It doesn't really fit in this type of thing. So what we could do, however, is... I'm not even sure if this is going to work. I haven't measured this out. Yeah, okay, it is going to work. So what we could do is just do this. And I'll leave the inside open so that if some of our maintenance workers needs to go in the middle, then he can. But this sort of gives it a little bit of an idea that this is not, you know, this is a secluded area. Then we need some seating, of course, because people need to sit while waiting for their stuff. So we're gonna have, let's go for, not these guys, let's go for the smaller ones. So we're gonna have seating over here. We're gonna still keep the door over there, that's totally fine. I'm gonna keep seats over here, and probably like this. Sure, why not? Just have it like this. And then we also need, of course, some, where is it? Some trash cans. So let's just put trash cans in over here. And in the corner. Lots of trash cans, because people who end up here have most of the time, they eat something, they drink something because they just landed and they have lots of trash, and while they're waiting, they're gonna, you know, need trash cans to actually get rid of the trash. So that's good. So we have our barracks carousel, we have that all connected now up to our actual cargo bay. Now the next step is to actually make the scanning system and make that work. And that's the hardest part, at least for me. So we have, as we click here, we can actually see that this goes around and all the way to this corner, and then to this corner, and then over here the barracks carousel. That should work out. That should just work. Shouldn't be a problem. Now the other thing that we need is we need to, okay, let's start off with getting the underground speed belt and set that up to go all the way the wall here. And now we will use the underground conveyor belt, so it goes into the conveyor belt over here. And we're gonna do that on every side here. So it will, basically the baggage will go into a sort of a hole and then go through the wall. And I'm doing this the underground way because then actually it doesn't look weird if our staff is standing around here. It doesn't look like they're standing on the actual transport belts, which is very annoying if that happens. I mean, it's not a very, in the sense, not the most realistic game by the looks of it. But I don't want some stuff that, you know, you're just watching it something and then think, oh my god, that's just totally not realistic. I know that's still gonna happen, but I'm gonna try and keep that out as much as possible. So we have the underground conveyor belt, we have the underground speed belt. So basically these are all connected now, and they will put their baggage into these underground belts. And now what we're going to do is we're gonna bring that up to the actual area that we need it to. So we'll bring it up to here, and we're gonna bring it up to here into the wall. And that's our entrance area. So we have an entrance area now for the incoming baggage that needs to go to the airplanes. Now, before we actually bring it in and bring it up to so that we actually see the conveyor belts, I want to set up a scanning system over here to make sure that we have that all done. And now I actually taken a lot of room here to be able to do that. So let's start with that. Let's go for where is it? Where is it? Here it is, conveyor belt. So let's just first see what we all need. So we have a cargo scanner, which is basically a basic scanner. Then we have the cargo scanner for the more advanced stuff, basically. And then we have the scan station, which is a manually. This is sort of a last rescue. And it needs one security guy to work. These don't need any security guys to work, if I'm correct. And then we have the cargo destroyer, and of course that is going to be the end, basically. That this is where the cargo goes if something is in there that is not supposed to be in there. So basically, the cargo destroyer, this is going to be the end of the journey for the stuff that we don't need. So basically, this area is totally fine. We can just put it down here, and that's going to be cargo annihilator. Okay, so that's going to be standing over there. So that's sort of, it's the cargo needs to be coming in here and then go to the destroyer or otherwise. So basically that's what we'll do. Then we have the cargo scanner. So basically it comes in and goes out. So let's just plop it down here, and that's our first scanning area. So we will bring it in and bring it in there. So we will connect that up for now, just to make sure that we have what we need. And we will use the speed belt. So let's use it in here, and then use the overground speed belt to bring it in, at least to bring it in into the actual scanning system. And I'm not sure if it needs to be, we're gonna go fast, and then we're gonna do the normal overground, because again, realism, probably we can't speed it through the scanners. Probably we'll need it to be at least at the normal pace. So these are the fast one, these are the normal speed, and we're going to do the entire scanning system with normal speed, basically, and then bring it fast to over here. That's what we're going to do. So we have the scanner. We now need to put down all these guys. So basically, this is where things go out that aren't good. So my idea here is, and I'm not sure if this is entirely true, but my idea is here that this scanner sort of goes off if anything is in the bag that is not supposed to be in there. So this is our first system. If this doesn't go off, then it's fine, the cargo can go up, and it's all fine and dandy. Now, if there's something in the bag, we then need to scan for what is in the bag, basically. I think that that's the way it works. Other people have been saying that, no, that's not true, this is just a generic scanner, and you need to have all the other scanners after that. I'm not sure if that's the case. My idea was that you could do it with having the scanner and then having the sidetrack if something is deemed as red baggage, so there's something in that doesn't need to be in there. You can actually run it through all the other scanners to see if that's actually true and what's in there, and then destroy it or pass it back if it's still good. But just for now, last time I did it what I just explained. Just for now, I will do it like the way that other people say that you can actually do it. So basically, that's just having a long row of scanners sitting there, making sure that you have everything. So basically, what's this? It's fruits. I think it's fruits. What was it? It is organics. Sorry, organics, guns, explosives, drugs, and money. So you need 5 in total. And well, we still have a lot of room, which is very, very good. I love that. Maybe the cargo destroyer is actually cargo annihilator. We will actually delete that for now. Just check this out. So where was it? Here it is. So we have all these advanced scanners now. Now let's put in the last scanning system, which is basically a manual scanning system, just to make sure that there's nothing wrong. And then we have the cargo destroyer. Well, the cargo destroyer, let's just put it down like right here. So that we have a very simple scanning system here. Again, I think that it should also work if you put this in the front, and you only push the bags that are scanned for that there is something unknown in there that you don't want to have, maybe, and then push it out through all the scanners. So you connect this entire row to this output. Because I think that this can go off on something that might not even be bad. So I'm not entirely sure, but this is a very safety check. So basically, what will happen is all the bags will get scanned for all the different things. Now, what we could also do, that might be an option actually. Let's just make sure that, okay, I'm gonna actually show you guys both things. So this is the generic easy one. But then again, you might have bags scanned for red labels and that will be destroyed that actually have nothing in it that it isn't supposed to be in there. So basically, what we'll do now is we will. Okay, this is a bit annoying. We will actually. I think we can still do this. We will just have the same. Yeah, we will just have the same scanning area here. Just copy it. Okay. Just to make it easy for you guys to see. So let's go back. We have the fourth one, and then the fifth one, and then the cargo destroyer, which is totally fine. Okay. So we have the same row, but what happens now is the baggage comes in, and if it's good, it just goes on. Imagine that these aren't there here. So it's just a long line, and it will go to the actual cargo bay to be loaded into the airplane. Now, what we're going to do now is, if something does seem fishy, we're going to bring it out over here, and it's going to go through the scanners, and it's going to go through every single one of them to find out if there's something wrong with the baggage. Now, we missed one. I need to set up a manual scanning station. Again, this is you can use one or the other. I'm just building them both to show you guys what I mean. So we have these now, and then we have the cargo destroyer, of course. Cargo annihilator will be. Let's just feed it over here. It's totally fine. Oh, actually, let's bring it one back so that we have some more space, like that. Okay, so. Imagine that cargo comes in. If it's good, it just goes on and just goes to the cargo bay. If it's scanned for something, and you don't know what, but it might be something dangerous, you just bring it over here, or something illegal, I should say. Not everything illegal is dangerous. You bring it over here, and it will go through all the scanners. And if one of these scanners picks up anything, it will go to the annihilator. If it's not organics, it will go to the guns. If it's not guns, it will go to the explosives, and so on, and so on, and so on. And if it hasn't been scanned for anything of these, it will just get a manual scan. And if the manual scan doesn't catch on anything, it's still good. It's just good baggage. So you just put it back in and make sure that that's fine. I mean, if you can't find anything, there's no reason to destroy it. If you can find one of these things, then that means that you can destroy it. So basically, this is the way I like to use the scanning system. It takes a little bit more work because you have to reroute stuff, but it's totally fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hook this up. We're going to use the speed overground conveyor belt, which is this one. So we're going to make sure that this is... let's put it in the middle. Because basically what will happen is if everything is okay, they should be able to go there. If everything is not okay, well, if everything is okay with this one, they can just join up over here. I think that this should work. And now we have to do the actual thing, and we can't really do that with this. So I'm going to delete these at some point. We're going to use this system. So we have to make sure that we can bring them in. Now, we're just going to do that with an overground conveyor belt. So basically, if there's something fishy in there, it's just going to go out and follow its route up until here, and then go into the cargo destroyer. Now, you could do the same thing over here, but we can't really do that because it needs to somewhere go through the other ones. And at this point in time, there's no possibility in Airport.co to do that. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to delete all these scanners, and if the baggage doesn't pick up a first scan, that means that there's nothing in there to sort of control. to sort of scan for anymore, so it's just good. So basically what happens now is what I explained is it comes in, the generic scanner will pick up anything, so if it's good, if it doesn't pick up anything, it will just go on and move over here, which is totally fine. And what we could do, you could actually add in one. Let's actually do that. I know I'm changing up a lot of stuff, but I want to show a lot to you guys about how I think you can do this. We can do just a manual station, just for safety reasons. So we have the generic scanner, and if the scanner doesn't find anything, it should be totally fine. So basically, we do this and then that. And if this doesn't find anything, it will go through manual scanner. If the manual scanner does find anything, because this scanner didn't go off, we can send it back. So we can send it back over here, and this will bring it back into this routine of all the scanners. And again, it can go either way. Either it's going to be destroyed, or it's actually going to be deemed good baggage with nothing, you know, illegal in it, and it will actually go through to the cargo trade. So this is going to be, we're going to up this to at least 4. I don't know what the best numbers are for the amount of stands, but it's totally fine. We're going to make sure that this is going to be connected to here. I'm going to make sure that this is going to be connected to here. Now again, this don't enable this right now, because then you will have a problem, because this will all start running and you don't have a way of actually doing this right now. So this is quite annoying, because you have to sort of get all these one by ones. There should be a button like auto connect or something to the closest cargo bay. That would be amazing. And I'm not gonna connect all these because half of them is still closed. So we're only gonna connect the ones that are actually open. And I'm gonna take a look here. Yeah, we're connected to every single one of them, so that's good. So basically what happened now, everyone that checks in over here is connected to this cargo bay, and this cargo bay is connected to these stands. So basically this sort of should work out that these stands are now only to be checked in over here. I'm not sure if that works. I'm not sure if the game is capable of doing that right now, but it should technically do that, because yeah, that's the way this works. So last thing to do, make sure that this is a staff area, and that there are no civilians, or what do you call it, passengers. That are no passengers allowed over here. This is connected to the road, which is very good. We need some more trucks possibly for this. Well, for now, let's just enable this and see if it works. Verify that this bag is connected to a check-in stand. Oh, we need a, of course, we need to freaking give it a baggage claim area. So this is going to be the baggage claim area. Totally forgot about that. So you go over here, and that's it. So we can now enable you. Awesome. Now that should work. I want to toggle off all the things, and this now should work. We should see people getting here. I don't know if it's possible to... I'm not sure if we can have a sidewalk though. If that is needed for a service road, we might need it. I think we might need it, so let's just do this. And let's make a little sidewalk for these guys to... Well, actually, what we could also do is make it a little bit easier and just put in a door. That's probably a little bit easier. Just put in a door over here, and probably over here. And that should be fine. They should be able to reach it now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. The video is a little bit longer than normal because of this is a lot of planning and explanation. I hope you guys, yeah, it starts to work. Bags are coming in, which is very good. Ramp agents are coming in, so this is gonna work. Hope you guys liked it. If you have any other ideas for the scanning system, the way you do this, then please let me know. If you are on the Discord, you can actually send me a picture or whatever with a layout, which is very cool for the next season. This is how I like to do it. I mean, by no means this is the way to do it, so feel free to experiment on yourself, of course. And probably you can make a lot better stuff than I do. So I hope you guys still enjoy the season. I'm looking forward to the next season, but until we're actually going to start it, we're going to keep improving this one we have over here. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you did enjoy, then please subscribe and make sure to hit the like button. As always, I've been Hipbone, you've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome, and thanks for watching.